designer on the beat.
Hey Shay, welcome back to my spooky channel, and we ain't got hey Shay, double tap that like and sub button real fast. Hey y'all, what's poppin'? I'm the positive.
How you
What's
make it dip?
poppin'? I'm the positive.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my spooky channel. First things first, how are you? Genuinely. If you are new here, hi, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Brooke. But if you are a returning user to my channel, hey Shay, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to see me talk about weird stuff. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this channel a subscribe. Go ahead and comment down below some topics you would love to see me touch on this channel. And give this video a thumbs up. Why? Because it'll make me really happy. Remember, nothing's ever too weird. I mean, come on now. We're talking about spells in this one. And not just any spell. For today's video, we are going to look at TikTok's 5 most craziest love spells gone wrong. Gone wrong, y'all. I'm talking about it backfired. And Shay, let me tell you, these consequences hit harder than a crackhead that's fighting. Straight diving into our first TikTok, y'all. The user by the name of Rebecca Journeys gives us insight on this story of a girl who put a love spell on her man just for it to come back right on her.
I want another love spell story because I'm on a roll today. Somebody just submitted this one to me and this one is good. I can't believe you guys are this unhinged. Let's get into the story time. This one is T. We're gonna call this guy Andre. Andre was the one who submitted this story to me, and Andre's Jamaican. So Andre was in a relationship with this girl and they had a very tumultuous relationship. That means for whatever reason the relationship was always toxic. It seemed like they were always getting together and breaking up, getting together and breaking up. Until one day Andre was like, I really cannot take this no more. I really want out of this relationship. I want nothing to do with this. He said that a couple months went by, and one day he just felt the urge to just get back together with the girl, so he did. He said that he would later find out that this girl was into some dark shit. Unbeknownst to him, this girl had other plans. She was tired of the back and forth. So after they got back together, Andre said that they always had like a super close best friend relationship where they could tell each other anything. So one day, as a joke, she winds up saying something along the lines of, you know, for a second there, I was scared. I didn't think my stuff was working. I didn't think it worked. I didn't think I was gonna get you back. So then Andre asked her, like, what do you mean by that? And she said, as a joke, what if I did Obia on you and that's why you're here? As a joke, though. They both laughed about it and moved on. He also mentioned that upon them getting back together, she was really, really pushy in terms of sex. He said that he was never the type of dude to run a red light, okay? But one day, during that time of the month for his girl, she really wanted to do it. And she convinced him, and they did it. Keep in mind that this girl had already met Andre's parents, and Andre mentioned that his mother never liked his girlfriend. But you know, Jamaican parents are hard to please. One day, the mom came up to him and said, son, I had a dream. Like, I really don't like that girl, you know? I had a dream that your grandmother came to me and told me that she was working Obia on you. Do what you want with that information, but I don't think you should stay with her. Andre is a spiritual dude. Andre's a spiritual dude, but he's like, Obia? I don't know. So he decides to go home and he sat his girlfriend down and started by saying, I know what you've been doing to me, just to see if she would say anything. He said that my mother came up to me and said that she had a dream and went on to tell her what the mother's dream was. And he said, well, does that sound familiar? And homegirl would say, okay, so now here's the tea. She said during one of their back and forth, she said that, well, she read somewhere that blood is a very powerful ingredient to binding. And mirrors are also very powerful magic tools. So she thought, why don't I just combine both? She said that one day, she missed him so much that she wrote his name in blood in the mirror and she stood in front of it and summoned him. She was also saying affirmation like, you're obsessed with me, you want me, you love me, you can't leave me alone. She said she didn't think it would work because she had only did it once and it took him a while to get to her, to get back together with her. And she also brought up that time that they did it while she was on her He said he was utterly disgusted that she would even do something like that. He said he left. He said he did a cleanse on one of the beaches. He wore all white and then walked into the water, dunked his head to try to cleanse himself and get rid of her energy or her spirit around. Well, he successfully stayed away from her. But she, on the other hand, cannot leave that man alone. He says that this girl is literally obsessed with him, like showing up to his house, obsessed with him, get cussed out by his family and still comes back because she wants the man that bad. She told him that if he doesn't get back together with her, that she will unalive herself. And she attempted. Her family found her, took her to the hospital. And when she came back home from the hospital, guess who was the first person she went to go see? Andre. And Andre says that it's gotten to the point where she done fought his mama. It's gotten to the point where she done fought his mama, his sister, his cousin. She done got jumped. And that girl don't care. She want that man. He says that she doesn't present as a physical threat to him, but he's definitely afraid for the ladies around him because she has also showed up to his dates, sat on top of his car, and refused to get off the car because he was with another woman. And now he's thinking about moving because he cannot get rid of her. And the craziest thing is he didn't do nothing. She was trying to get him to be obsessed with her, but some way, somehow, I never heard this before, but a Uno reverse happened and she winded up being the obsessed one. Golly, that was a good one. Thank you, Andre. I really do wish you the best. If you guys wish...
Yeah, I feel like if you gotta do a love spell to make somebody love you, you have some real serious inner healing you need to do on the inside. For her to write this man's name in blood on the mirror, and then for his mama to come to his mama in a dream exposing the girl, letting them know what's going on and everything, and now she's the one that's madly obsessed with him. And she has to be completely obsessed to keep going back to a man who don't want you, might I add, to keep going back to a man for you to only see him for 2 minutes and then his whole family come out and jump you. And then you go around and do it again. And again and again and again and again. Y'all, there's someone for everyone out here, okay? Please don't try to do spells and voodoo and manipulate free will, because whenever you start to manipulate somebody's free will, because that is something that is so unnatural, the results of it will be so unnatural. But for real though, if he was able to just dress head to toe all in white and just completely submerge himself into the ocean, and then the spell, the little thing or whatever is gone and he's cleansed, I might have to do that. I don't think I got a spell put on me anything, but I be going through a lot. And it be feeling like somebody done put a spell on me, you know? I feel like it wouldn't hurt, you know, like just dress down in white and just go submerge yourself in the ocean and see if life gets a little better. It wouldn't hurt, right? This next TikTok video is uploaded by the user Truth Hurts. Deal with it. This man gives us very great insight on how a love spell can come to be and the consequences of it. Let's take a look.
Y'all doing these love spells, let me tell you the dangerous part of it. If a person don't want you and you do a spell to make that person come back, did you know every little thing that person don't like gonna come on their mind? Let's say you got a man, right? The only thing make him mad is when you keep going out with your friends or dudes keep hollering at you. Did you know this how the devil work? The devil will send all them different kind of men to talk to you, knowing your man crazy. All of a sudden, your man want to jump on you, put his hands on you. And men put spells on women too, trying to make that woman stay with him because she fine, she got this and that. I don't want nobody to have him. I'm telling you. Some of these women go crazy over a man. And then all of a sudden, different women in your inbox, all of a sudden, all these folks trying to talk to you, she think you cheating, and you done broke her heart so many times. That woman gonna do something to you and do something to them women too. Y'all better be careful playing with this stuff now. It's real out here.
Everything in this TikTok video makes sense if you're looking at the timeline of how a love spell works. These spells will wear off eventually, and once they do, the results will be unnatural. It makes complete sense how the person who the love spell is put on would start tripping out. It makes sense. If someone is obsessed with you, they will be obsessed with you. So of course the things that make them mad and sad and everything like dealing within a relationship, of course that's gonna ride their brain. And then they'll constantly just be down your throat for it. This next TikTok video is uploaded by the user Yolanda. In this TikTok, our girl Yo-Yo is speaking straight facts, okay? Let's hear what she got to say.
Let me tell you something. Some of these women are so obsessed with a man, they want to put witchcraft on him. They do a love spell. They want him obsessed with them, right? Once you put that love spell on that man, and now he obsessed with you, guess what? Your ass might end up unalive. I don't care what. I don't want damn motherfucker that bad to walk around here putting witchcraft on somebody to make them want me. If I gotta make a motherfucker want me, I don't want him. I don't understand who the fuck would even do that. Sometimes y'all be hearing about some of these women getting unalive. I hate to say it, somebody gonna get mad. Some of that be because they done put voodoo on that man. And now he is really obsessed with them. She tired on, she ready for a relationship to be over with now for whatever reason. And now he can't take it. Cause he gone crazy literally by her. Cause she did it. Man, let me tell you something. Ain't that much love in the fucking world. You gotta love yourself first. If I got to put, and I'm gonna tell you ways too in my next video, how they put the love spell on the man. Y'all be surprised what people will do to keep them a man. Stay tuned.
Like I said, straight facts. If you gotta do voodoo or put a little spell on somebody to make somebody love you, to make somebody want to be all about you, you need to do some inner healing, baby. Okay, like you need to love yourself. Dealing with the Joe Goldberg is not gonna be fun. Y'all seen how his girls end up. Y'all saw what happened to Becca. Y'all saw what happened to Love. This next TikTok video is uploaded by the user Mo Tells It All. Mo gives us a juicy story exposing this one couple's love spell tea. Let's dig in.
Before you cast a love spell on any man or woman, you should listen to this story first. So Daniela and Job were high school sweethearts and are now happily married. They are blessed with 2 beautiful children. Daniela and Job are big players in their church and are known to be a very successful, happy couple. Job had a very good job working in an automobile company while Daniela was a stay-at-home wife. They were both faithful to each other and seemingly happy until Job lost his job. He became so depressed and a shadow of himself. He would go days without having a bath or leaving their bedroom. Some days, he won't even speak to his wife or kids. It was so bad that Daniela didn't even recognize her husband anymore. Now, Daniela was no stranger to witchcraft, even though she was a church-going Christian. In fact, her grandmother was a voodoo priestess before she had passed away. Daniela knew her grandmother had some friends who still practiced witchcraft before she passed away, so she went looking for one of them for help. At last, Daniela found an old witch who was her grandmother's friend and she was willing to help her. The witch agreed to help her mix a love spell. She asked Daniela to bring her some of her husband's hair, his earwax, her blood, and a mix of herbs. She then mixed them all up, gave the potion to Daniela, and she took it back home and mixed it in her husband's food. And for a while, the potion seemed to work. Everything was back to normal. In fact, everything was back to better than normal. Job started going to church again and started looking for a job and then got one, and everything seemed great. As the years went by, Job started to change. He became obsessed with Daniela to the point where he will lose multiple jobs because he will leave his job at odd hours just to go check to be sure that Daniela wasn't cheating on him with another man. He became paranoid and delusional and dangerously jealous even towards his own kids. He didn't want to share Daniela's love and affection with his kids. He also developed a violent temper, but through this all, he managed to stay madly in love with Daniela. He didn't love his children or any other thing but Daniela. One day, a family friend from church, this man, Matthew, came by to visit Daniela at her home. On this particular day, Job had left work and went home to do his normal checks on Daniela, and he found his married family friend in their living room with Daniela, and he flew into a violent rage, and without a thought, he proceeded to violently beat Matthew. Daniela started screaming for help because it looked like Job was about to unalive Matthew. While Job was on top of Matthew and throwing punches, he kept on saying, "Daniela, this is all for you. I love you." It took several neighbors to break the fight and get Job off Matthew. The police was called in and Job was arrested. Matthew ended up in the hospital with broken ribs and several bruises. Daniela was so terrified, she decided to go look for the witch who had mixed the love potion for her. But so much time had passed and the witch had moved away from where she used to live, and Daniela had no idea where she moved to. Job has made bail and is out and awaiting his trial. He is still obsessing and stalking Daniela, even though she had packed up her kids and moved to a different apartment. Daniela is now afraid for her life and that of her kids, and is asking for help on how to break the love potion she casted on Job. Wow, poor Daniela. She desperately wanted her husband back to normal, and now she has a disaster on her hands. What advice do you have for Daniela? Do you think she deserves what she's going through now, or does she deserve some leniency? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Remember, love spells never have a happy ending.
Wow, so this is still current? Like he's still obsessed with her? Jesus, it's no way that someone can do something like a spell or voodoo and not think that somehow, some way, somewhere, there will be some repercussions. It really just starting to sound like spells is one of those things where it's a temporary fix, but then whenever things crash, they crash. This last TikTok we are going to cover is posted by Charm. Charm gives us her own experience of having her own man put his own little love spell on her and exactly how it backfired. Let's take a look.
Story time. Somebody asked me to do this story time, and this story time is about when somebody put a love spell on me. And, but it was cute, whatever. The thing about him putting a love spell on me, he didn't really have to put a love spell on me. I did like him, but I guess I wasn't showing it so much because I'm a Scorpio, we mysterious, like whatever. Anyway, so he put a love spell on me. The thing about this love spell that he put on me, and the thing about all love spells, they do backfire. And what happened was he put a love spell on me. Mind you, he got a girlfriend now. The spell backfired. And I was watching time. The spell backfired and made her fall in love with him even more. She's obsessed with him. But by him putting a love spell on me, his whole world is upside down. He can't get right. He cannot get his life right because he put a love spell on me. The consequences were, don't fuck with me.
Okay. Imagine putting a love spell on someone that you really want, someone that you really trying to be with, and it take a turn and go to the rebound. This is hilarious. This is crazy. Okay, this isn't funny. This is not funny because love spells are a serious thing. But it went to the rebound. And oh wow, your life is upside down. The girl that you really wanted to put the love spell on is on TikTok exposing you and your little love spell tea and making money off of it. And then you got your rebound. This isn't funny, but man, God is funny, huh? God has a funny way of showing people stuff, huh? Like I said, this is not a funny thing for real. But it went to a rebound. And she's making money off of it. I'm just glad that nobody in this video got physically hurt, and I continue to pray and hope that it stays that way. Alright y'all, so we definitely went on the brain itching journey with this video. Do you guys think that love spells are real? I think I kind of do. I do. I feel like if you can have voodoo, why can't you have a spell? If voodoo is real, why won't spells be real? I just don't know the ins and outs and the motions and the mixtures and the little things I gotta do in order to conjure up whatever I want to conjure up. And quite frankly, I'm not interested in it. I think my favorite love spell gone wrong story time that we reviewed today is probably the last one. It backfired in a way where no one was really hurt for real, and that's what I like. But it backfired in a way where you gon' still feel it, you know. It went about itself in a way where they would still be able to feel the heat. And baby, let me tell you, I promise you, that man is feeling it. That man is feeling it. Put you in that man's shoes. You got a little boo thing. You got a little boo thing, but then she become your ex. But you miss your little boo thing. You want your little boo thing back. And you got a rebound over here, hoping that she'll get your mind off the rebound, but it's really not, because you thinking about her enough to go put a love spell on her, right? So you end up putting a love spell on her, and now the girl that you really want, you waiting for her to come. Hey, you waiting for her to come. What's up? So you can take her back, but then it went to the rebound, the one that you really don't want, and then now your life is upside down, and she's making money off of you. That's not funny. That's it for today's video, y'all. Please go like and comment down below some topics that you would love to see me touch on. I don't want to just be rambling about things that y'all don't want to hear me ramble about. Give me some topics to touch on. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification to get notified every single time I post a spooky episode. Anyways, you guys, I won't hold y'all no longer. Thank you for coming see me again. Thank you for coming listen to me ramble about weird stuff. Bye, Shy. I love you.
Yeah.